What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, talking about WWE SmackDown. What a segment that we just had by John Cena. That was electric. But before we get into it, always tell a button for me. Definitely subscribe out to a ton, as y'all know. You know how the algorithm knows, you know. But yeah, we're here talking about some WWE SmackDown June 20th. I didn't get the NXT video out. I was out of town. Um, but yeah, we have a lot we have a lot to talk about. Sorry if the hair's a mess. It's bedtime. It's time to go sleep. But yeah, June 20th, SmackDown. Started off with a bang with LA Knight, which I was hyped about. I love seeing LA Knight. Um, yeah, he called out Seth Rollins. He was ready for the Paul Heyman shenanigans against Braun Breaker and Watson Reed. That was a good segment by far. Insisting, things that are under control and all and works in their favor, that it was going to be a bad night for LA Knight. It certainly wasn't, though. Alexa Bliss versus Asuka, what a match too. I was really hoping for Bliss to pull this off, but I kind of knew they were pumping up Asuka, especially with her return. It's not Bliss's time. I wish it was though, but it is what it is. I can't control it. I'm not a writer for WWE, even though I wish I was. I'm not. Yeah, Twisted Bliss. The knees are up. Asuka comes off the ropes. Asuka wins by pinfall with Empress Pat. And then we saw the kind of cameo of B-Fab, Me Yam, and Jay Cargill. That's gonna be that's gonna be a match between her and Perez, and then the winner faces Asuka in the finals. Um, yeah, Chelsea Usman, something, yeah, blah blah blah. And then Aleister Black, we got that excitement. The recap between Gunther and Goldberg, yada yada. And then what do we have? What do we have? Yeah, the whole Cody Rhodes segment with Randy Orton and Sami Zayn. Randy Orton beat Sami Zayn to move on to the finals. Um, then we had, yeah, the match added with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. They're going to do a last woman standing match for the women's championship. And then we also got where no, we also got added this Street Profits versus White Six for the tag team championship. So that's going to be cool. And then Zelina Vega, um, and Gilia for the United States Championship. So stay tuned for that. Next week it's going to be electric with the championship matches. Um, yeah, Charlotte Flair versus the figure eight against Chelsea Green, and then JC Mateo, and Solo Sikoa segment with the Drake of Fatu. Jay Uso or Jim Uso, sorry, came to the rescue. So that was cool to see with Fatu and him together. That's going to be something down the line that we're going to have to watch. So it's Sikoa and JC Mateo versus Jim Uso, um, and Jacob Fatu. LA Knight, against Bronson Reed. LA Knight won, and then John Cena versus R-Truth. That segment was electric. And then what a pipe bomb that happened. Yeah, but say, let me refresh this. But so we had the pipe bomb with John Cena. Yeah, this is wild. But it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Um, yeah, shouts out to Claudio, Nick and Neiman, the Cardona, and says nobody's got to cut his mic and say Punk. This segment was wild. I posted it a little bit on my TikTok page and YouTube Shorts on this channel. That was awesome to see him waving at the camera in 4K or whatever. Thanks Punk for letting him rip off the promo to expose him and drops the mic and then walks off. That was a CM Punk moment. That was electric. But y'all definitely gotta watch that. But yeah, this is SmackDown. Pretty quick recap, but next week is gonna be cool. We got a lot going on next week, so stay tuned for that. Be kind, everybody. Hope everybody's safe and great rest of the night. Have a good one.